y'all. It's half marathon time. I'm feeling pretty crazy right now, but it's happening. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I brought you here for a reason. It's been a little minute since I've actually released a video, partly because I was trying to figure out how to introduce it. So pretty much where I left off with you all, I was going to DC for my half marathon, which did happen. But everything else did not go according to plan. I decided to see where I was at physically, right? And of course, I fell for the trick of, okay, my Runner app is telling me that I can run, this fast. So I think it was probably like a 150, low 150s at an 840 pace. The ego was getting the best of me. I was like, okay, well, I think I can get it. All my workouts leading up to that point were really good. Like those last couple weeks, I was like, man, like I'm really dialed in. So I just decided to go for it, honestly. So race day comes. It started at 9, which is already too late, honestly. And around that time, it was still pretty hot. So I think when it started, it might have been like maybe mid 70s. And it was a down and back, so half there, half back. Going down felt pretty decent. I was pretty much on pace the whole time. Coming back though was pretty much just direct sunlight the whole time. And I'd say it got up to probably like 90 at that point. Still pushing. I'm getting to like mile 8, mile 9, and I'm obviously trying to keep up. There's a guy in front of me that I'm trying to pace myself off of because I believe that he's right where I need to be. And I'll show you guys my splits and everything, but I started to slow down naturally, but there was still a part of me that's like, okay, I can still get under 2 hours, so let me go for it. So all I remember, I got to mile 11 or 12, and I remember waking up, sitting down kind of how I'm sitting right now underneath the bridge on like a little platform, and there's nobody around me. At this point, I'm trying to figure out, okay, did I finish and like go somewhere and like pass out? Like what brought me to this point? Everything in between was kind of blurry, but to try to make that part as short as I can, I knew I was out of it. At one point I ended up laying down, and I was like, I'm not going to move until somebody comes in and helps me up, because I was just super disoriented and just not where I should have been physically or mentally. Somebody helped me up, and I remember them like lending help. Really cool dude, by the way. And I just remember just feeling the shame of having this person help me. So, and he's like giving me water and just like all these different things. And I just remember like sprinting off from him, I was like super exhausted, so I was like, you know what? I don't want to pass out again, because that's what I came to terms with. Is I definitely blacked out. So I slowed down. I was walking, and then the walk became a very slow walk, and I just started like zigzagging. And I was like super close to the finish line, but there's also a lady behind me that saw me and was like, "Hey, you need help?" Once again, ego strike, but I was like, I can't. I know I need help, so put my arm around her shoulder, and that's how we finished. So I finished the race. Don't even know what time it was. Don't know how. I just don't. I don't know. All I know is I finished, and I was offered a chair, and I was like, "No, I'm good." But then over time, I was like, "Yeah, no, I definitely need something." Um, so I sat down, then I just progressively felt worse. Yeah, long story short, they called an ambulance because I was just like super dehydrated, and it was not a good situation to be in. I'm thankful to God that, you know, it never happened in a situation where I wasn't able to receive help. Um, but yeah, that's the story. I wanted to let y'all know. I'm still going through tests. You know, I've done the EKG. I have some other procedures that I have to do in another month. But I feel good. I've started back running. Um, Still aiming for the Austin half in February. So, but obviously, I'm not going for a time. I'm going to have fun. You know, it's not emptying the tank anymore on anything like that. Um, and I'm taking my training very gradually. And of course, I'll continue to document that as we take this journey together. Being able to share it is not the easiest thing to do, but I had to do it because I invested my content around it, and a lot of my identity was starting to be wrapped around, you know, running and stuff, which I still identify with. So I feel like I'm ready to get back out there. Not to that degree, of course, but falling in love with the journey, because I've only been running, you know, mile and a half to the most I've done so far is 3 miles. It doesn't feel like it did 3 weeks ago, obviously, and I can't get discouraged by that because this is just where I am. I'm more concerned about my health, more concerned about having fun and being safe than getting a PR or beating anybody in a race. Like I don't care about that. I'm not trying to qualify. Like I'm purely just having fun. So keeping the fun things fun, and whatever other things are going on in life, like there's enough things to crank up the intensity on, but running is not going to be one of those things for me. But I figured I'd share, and I'll give you guys some tips and tricks to make sure that that doesn't happen to you as well. But thank y'all for listening. This was a very difficult place to come to, but I'm here now. So I'm glad that y'all are here with me, and I'm excited to see where we go from here.